Hey everybody, hope you're all doing really well here, staying safe and getting active. This is lesson number 2 on how to juggle. I'm outside right now just getting some fresh air in my backyard, and I'll be taking the lesson inside for the second part. Now, if you haven't seen lesson number 1, go to my YouTube channel and try juggling lesson number 1 first. Once you're done juggling lesson number 1, you can come back and view this one. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will have brain break videos every week for you to try. And yeah, that's about it for now. So let's watch and I'll show you lesson number 2 as you learn how to juggle. All right, here we go. Hey guys, how you doing? So this is juggling tutorial number 2. Normally in juggling, of course, you are working with 3 different items. In this case, I'm using hacky sacks. They're just nice and easy to hold on to. I would recommend that you use 2 items or 3 items that are all the same feel, that are light, at least to get started. So for our tutorials, tutorial number 1 and tutorial number 2, you really only need 2, okay? For me, for the demonstration, I'm going to use 2 different colors so it's easier for you to see. So in the last tutorial, what we learned was we talked about holding the ball, the 2 balls with your one hand, and then learning to throw one in the air and transfer the other one and catch. Throw, transfer, and catch. Okay, so go back and check out tutorial number 1 if you haven't mastered that yet. You may not be able to totally juggle with one hand like that yet, but you should be able to hopefully throw, transfer, and catch. Now, this second tutorial has to do with us starting to move the ball to our other hand. So I'm going to be telling you which hands I'm going to be using. Of course, it'll be a little bit different as you're watching this on screen. So what we're trying to do now is we're trying to start working on using 2 hands. Tutorial number 1 was one hand juggling. Now we're starting to work on 2. So in this tutorial, what I want you to start thinking about is how do I move this green ball over to this hand, okay? At the same time, how do I move this purple ball to the other hand, all right? So that's what we're working on. So what it's gonna look like is this, just watch. So purple ball up in the air, green ball to the other hand. Now, green ball up in the air, purple ball to the other hand. One more time, this ball is going to go up in the air to this hand. At the same time, the green ball is gonna go to my other hand. Here we go. Purple up, green across. Purple up and over, green across. Purple up and over, green across. A little bit closer. Okay. And a little bit farther. Got it? So that's what we're working on. So before you can start doing that, give this a try. Okay? Get rid of one of your balls. Use only one. So I'm using the tennis ball. Okay? So my hands are out. I am going to now throw this ball up in the air and catch it and transfer it. Okay, watch. So I want to get really good at this. And how good? Well, you can start to speed up. Don't forget, this ball should be going high in the air. All right? You can also try it by, right now, if you can look at my head, I am focused on the tennis ball. So I'm focusing my eyes on the tennis ball. But to make it harder, and once you start juggling, you can't focus on 3 hacky sacks or tennis balls at a time. You need to be sort of looking in the middle and using your peripheral vision to see all of the items at the same time. So what I would suggest is, stage 1, okay, is to focus on the ball and get this down, okay? Then stage 2 would be to look ahead. So I'm going to look at you guys in the video here and keep an eye on my eyes, and I'm going to try to do this without looking at the ball. And it's kind of tough because it's on the screen and it's in my peripheral vision. So I'm not looking at the ball right now. Now I'm looking at the ball. You can see my head following the ball around. Now I'm not looking at the ball. So try to be able to do this without looking directly at the ball. So you're going to drop it a few times. That's okay. Keep practicing. So I'm going to enter back in now with 2. Okay? So now we are going to work on the throw and the other ball moving at the same time. So this ball goes up in the air. While it's up in the air, I'm going to work on that transfer with the green tennis ball that we were just practicing with 1. Remember? With 1 we were doing this. Okay, now we're going to combine it. So there's going to be 1, 2 happening at the same time. 1 over the top, 2 underneath. For me, what I'm using is my right hand is throwing to my left, and then my left hand is throwing to my right, in that order. So right to left to right. 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 Okay? Can you accomplish that? So there's 2 things you can try here. In lesson number 1, you're working on your one-hand juggling. Correct? In lesson number 2, you're trying to build up to a point where you can throw this ball to your other hand and at the same time throw this ball back to this hand. Got it? Okay, so give this a try. If you have any questions, let me know. I will try to help you out as best I can. It takes a while to learn how to juggle, okay? But there are a couple steps here you can take that are going to make it a lot easier once you start to trying to add 3 items to be juggling in the air. Keep working on not looking directly at the ball. And one other thing you can try to do to make it to get better at your feel is, can you close your eyes and actually catch 1 ball while you're tossing in the air? So if I close my eyes, can I catch this ball without even looking at it? Okay, so all of those catches were done with my eyes closed, because once we start to get a feel for juggling with our hands and not so much with our eyes, it will start to be easier. So there's a couple things you can try. Remember, keep safe, stay outside or get outside, stay active, and